Hi, hope you're doing well. In this second part of One Way to Write a Love Poem, I'll be talking about, if all goes according to plan, heartstorming, which is like brainstorming, but with the heart. And you might be able to guess, at least some, uh, what that activity is just from the name. And you might have guessed right that it is generating material for your poem by listing things that you love about the person or pet or, whoever the poem is for that you plan to write the poem to. And I believe this works best if you're able to hold back, least, let everything out that seems to want to come out. Um, Even if it doesn't quite make sense, even if what comes out on paper or on the Word document or wherever it is, um, even if it doesn't seem completely loving to you, this is for you. This is not all going into the poem. And maybe nobody but you will ever see this piece of writing. So, one helpful way to heartstorm, I believe, is to try to focus on things that are between whoever you plan to write to and you. Um, Things that maybe you and your beloved, as as the object of love poems has been called, maybe for a few centuries now, um, and you. Are there private jokes that you can refer to? Are there places that you two have been together that neither of you has been to with anybody else, as far as you know, or where you had an especially memorable time together? Are there things that you have noticed about your beloved and commented on that you suspect nobody else has? Are there things that you appreciate about your beloved that maybe nobody else does? Any of these and more can come out in your heart storming. Um, Give yourself as much time as you want or need to do this part. See if you can fill up at least one sheet of paper pretty solidly. Um, it helps if it's organized enough that you can go back to it later and, you know, understand pretty quickly uh, what you were writing. But, it can be a time where you can kind of get out there and get all over the place and really let things out. And I believe taking, however long to do that can provide maybe the most important ingredient of a love poem, in my opinion, which is its individuality. Um, the aspects of the touchstone that I was talking about in the previous video, affection, music, image, all those, I believe, really can build on that authentic sense of I, who am nobody else, love you, who are nobody else. And with that kind of foundation in the poem, um, even before it's even read by the your beloved or anybody else, it can really help draw out what can make the poem meaningful to you. And that, I believe, is very important for writing a love poem. Um, because, first and foremost, I believe we are our own readers. And maybe a hidden gift in writing a love poem is that it pushes us to show love to ourselves first and foremost, before it ever gets shown to anybody else. Because I believe it's a very loving thing to let a lot of feelings out, you know, maybe especially if they're powerful feelings about another person. So let's say you've got your sheet of paper, that's full of things that you've written, that remind you of your beloved, and there are things that are unique between the two of you. Then without starting to put a poem together, it can be helpful to go back through and to circle anything that really seems to be jumping out at you, that really catches your attention. Um, and you might not know why exactly. Um, like, this isn't the thing that I had planned to put into the poem. This isn't the first thing that comes to mind that I really love about my beloved, but it just kind of grabs me. And yeah, I'm not really sure why. So if there are things like that for you on your heartstorming sheet, um, see if you can underline them, circle them, highlight them, do something to mark them as potentially especially powerful for you. And if none of that is really grabbing you at all, that's okay, because this is new territory, I'm guessing. And it might feel strange. You might hit walls. Um, but see if you can, if none of that really works, or if you get it out there and it's kind of sitting there like, meh, um, like, that's my sound for something that seems really uninspiring or anti-inspiring. Um, See if you can write out an especially powerful, meaningful, maybe beautiful experience that you've had with your beloved. A memory that comes back to you, that makes you feel good or great or wonderful when you think of whoever you plan to write to. And see if you can just write out um, like a short story of that. And again, not to show anybody, but just to describe that memory for yourself. And from that, see if you can find some special details um, about your beloved from that event. What about them especially captivated you that day or that time? And see if you can maybe, from there, fill up a sheet of paper with that. And that could be better heartstorming for you. Either way, hopefully, from doing this writing, you've ended up with a stronger sense of what makes your beloved so meaningful to you. And I believe that's a special thing, no matter where it goes from here. So good work. Congratulations.